Hi, welcome to my Tidbits today. I wanted to talk a little bit about our market here on the Cape and why it's a little different than off Cape. And when you see market stats in general for the country, it doesn't necessarily reflect what's happening down here because we are this own very separate little pocket of a different type of market. And while we are seeing similar changes, they're not at the same rate or extreme as they are in other locations. So you've probably been hearing a lot about, oh, the market is dumping, people are letting go of their properties way under asking. Things are sitting on the market for a really long time. And that can be true, but for the most part on the Cape, that's not the case. If properties are priced correctly, they are moving. And if they are maintained and updated, they're moving above asking still. So the reason being is that there is still a high demand for properties on the Cape. There is still a lot of people looking for that second home. So they come down and they don't need to have the big house that they have off Cape. They want something a little smaller and they're looking to kind of find that perfect little cottage on the Cape. So there you have the second home buyers. You have the people who are retiring down here, and maybe they're looking at a second home right now, but eventually they're going to sell the house off Cape and be down here full time. So you have the retirees. You have the people that actually live on the Cape who are moving up or down or out. So those houses continue to come on. And we just see in general a lot of turnover on the Cape, and that's because there's so many, well, the fourth one would be investors. So as investors get in and out of the market, their properties also become available. So we see a lot of activity, a lot more than you normally would in a neighborhood off Cape somewhere. And with that becomes your ability as a buyer to find a lot of different options. And that's what we're seeing more of, more inventory coming on the market. So in recent months, I would say, we've seen inventory uptick. We've seen prices kind of hold steady. They have been going up. I think they're holding steady. That's my personal opinion. And offers are coming in a reasonable amount of time. If the house is dated or in disrepair or in a location that isn't favorable, those may sit a little bit longer. But if the house is in great condition and there's a lot of demand for it, and that's what everybody's looking for, we're going to see it move a lot quicker. So that's what's looking up like down here for now. I'll keep you updated as things change. Have a great day, everybody.